What up, YouTube? Y'all know Big Lou tapping back in with what it do with Big Lou NFZR2, baby. So, as you can tell from that thumbnail, today is 420 for all you marijuana smoking mofos out there. Live it up. But remember what Smokey said: puff, puff, pass. Right? Or not, did Smokey say that? No, not Smokey. Wasn't it Big Worm? I think Big Worm said puff, puff, pass. You're effing up the rotation. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, this is about tonight's fight. 420, right? 2024. The WBC Super, the Junior Welterweight title. The WBC Junior Welterweight title was originally on the line. Ryan Garcia didn't make weight. Now, I believe my original video I made regarding this fight, I think I even mentioned in the video that at the time he was weighing in at like 154, and he had about, I don't remember exactly how long ago it was, about 3 weeks, I think 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks to get down. Well, he got down, but not all the way where he needed to be. He still came over. He still weighed over 3 pounds. In New York Athletic Commission did not give him any extra time to go get on the bike, go into the sauna, the heat room or anything like that to try to sweat more of the pounds off. They said 3.2 pounds was too much. If it was more like a pound or so like that, they would have. You know what I mean? We've seen so many people over the years. The last one that comes to mind that I can remember the one that sticks out of my mind that I can remember pretty good is Sean Porter. He came in overweight against, was it Ugaz? I think it was Ugaz. And they ended up cutting off his braids, where the braid, the end of the braid where the braid goes back, cornrows, and then the back, on his neck part. I remember his dad cut off part of the braid, you know what I mean? And he ended up making it. He made the weight. But again, that was only like 3/4 of a pound and a half, maybe not 3 pound plus, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't make it. It just goes to show you more like what's going on with this kid. Like, definitely not taking his career serious, in my opinion. Here you are, you got a shot to win a world title, a major world title, which he hasn't won yet. I mean, he was interim lightweight WBC champion shortly. I believe he was interim, WBC title, but Devin Haney was the true holder of that belt. He fought Tank. I'm not sure what belt was up that Tank had, because Tank, when it comes, and I'll make a video on this too. This is the one I brought up the other day about who's the face of boxing. Tank is a phenomenal fighter, you know what I'm saying? But let's keep it real. I mean, to those that don't consider the WBA regular a true major world title, that's majority of what Tank Davis has held, is the WBC regular belts and the different divisions he's been in. I think he's only held one major world title, I believe. I believe he's held an IBF title in one of those divisions he was in. But I'll get those facts more straight when I do that video. So anyways, Ryan Garcia, he's having issues with mental health. He's had issues before with mental health, saying some ridiculous stuff. Now he's up there on the stage, going the way in, and he's drinking a beer, what seemed to be a beer. It could have been something else. They said Jake Paul called him immediately after to find out what he was drinking. That's just that nosy. That's just that nowadays, that nosy crap by people, man. They're always asking questions like for example, some of these guys that are, some of these guys have cooperated against the mob, right, in New York, and people were asking the question, they'll ask, oh, are you still in touch with anybody from your old life? And it's like, if they were, you think they're going to tell you? Like, it's just trying to be nosy. So they, just to be nosy. That's all it is. It's just to be nosy. And the same thing with this, Jake Paul. And you see the way Jake Paul carries himself. He carries himself like especially when he's using all that B word and all that, calling people, that's just more of just the shenanigans. That's all. You know what I mean? But, it just goes to show, man, that Ryan Garcia is not serious. So now what's going to happen and I did see something real quick. I'm going to read something, but I did notice that they might be renegotiating the contract. I still don't see why they would, unless it's for him to get less money or something. Because, I mean, come on, that's your responsibility as a fighter. And not only that, your training staff, your coaching staff, training staff, your your personal, your personal chef. They all get together. You know what I mean? Your personal chef, your nutritionist, all of them, they work together. So to be 3 pounds overweight, I mean, what you just, on the way from your training camp till the to the Barclays Center, you were just pigging out and you put the 3 pounds on. I guess that's possible, but definitely whoever your chaperone is not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? And at this point now, even if he wins the night, he don't get that belt. You know what I'm saying? He don't get that belt, that junior welterweight WBC belt, if he wins. So I mean, come on, man, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? Let me read this. I'm gonna read this article. This is from CBS Boxing. Ryan Garcia misses weight ahead of fight with Devin Haney, ineligible to win WBC junior welterweight title. Any talk that Ryan Garcia's bizarre behavior in the lead up to Saturday's fight with WBC junior welterweight champion Devin Haney was Garcia simply pulling out psychological tactics is likely over. Garcia missed weight at Friday's weigh-ins, coming in at 43.2 pounds. The limit is 140, right? During fight week, Haney repeatedly said Garcia looked heavy and claimed that Garcia would miss weight. During Thursday's press conference, Garcia challenged Haney to a bet, saying he would pay the champion if he missed weight, settling on $500,000. Oh, wow. That's, I mean, that's kind of strange too, though. Devin Haney kept saying he's overweight. He's overweight. 3 pounds? You can really look at somebody and tell on 3 pounds? I don't know. And then he's going to bet him $500,000 when he knows he's not, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This is ridiculous. With $500,000 per pound. So that means he's got to give him $1.5 million then. It's $500,000 per pound that he's over. So he's over 3 pounds. That's $1.5 million. Wow. Haney said shortly after the miss that Garcia did honor the bet and pay him for missing. The two sides did reach a financial agreement to move ahead with the fight. Okay, so they did do some renegotiating. Golden Boy spokesman said that the two reached an agreement that Garcia would honor the handshake deal made at the press conference. The weight miss is just another bizarre moment in the build to the fight, which saw the once unbeat and fun Garcia frequently going on conspiracy theory-fueled rants to his massive social media audience, while also going out to clubs and also being accused of inappropriate behavior by a female he'd been working with. The bizarre behavior only continued at the ceremonial weigh-ins when Garcia got on stage and appeared to chug a beer before stepping on the scale. Garcia later posted on social media that it was more trolling and claiming it was sparkling water and apple juice. Haney and Garcia engaged in a brief shoving match during a photo opportunity at the Empire State Building, which led to the pair being pulled from a planned role, throwing out the ceremonial first pitch at New York Mets game that same day. Garcia is now ineligible to win the WBC title on Saturday, meaning he has cost himself his first shot at becoming a world champion. Okay, so that answers my question from earlier. When him and Gervonta fought. Gervonta's belt might have been on the line, but they weren't considered a world champion because the WBA Super would be the belt which Devin Haney held at. The bigger concern for many, however, is the fight proceeding despite Garcia displaying myriad traveling behavior, topped by not coming in on weight. Yeah, that's a big issue right there. Man, I don't know where this man. From these types of situations happening. Even though he's only got the one loss at Gervonta Tank Davis thus far, this puts him really in a bad spot with financially wise for the future, right? I mean, because they call him a generational fighter. You know what I'm saying? They're calling both these guys generational fighters. Devin Haney, I would put him there. He's already been undisputed, and he's moved up and already captured another belt that from a guy who was a hard puncher, and people thought he was going to hurt him, but yet he hurt him. So, and I plan on Devin Haney dropping Ryan tonight too. I think Devin Haney, now that he's going up in weight, he's capturing that power, and is doing for him what some guys don't, like Lomachenko, for example. This dude, he's still swift, he's still quick, he's still agile, he's still all that, right? But now that he's went up in weight, he doesn't have that punching power like he did when he was down at 130, 126, whatever it was when he started. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how 5 pounds can make a difference, right? 7 pounds, whatever. But I believe Haney's gonna, Haney came in right, 140. Tonight he'll be in the ring, stepping in the ring about 150 pounds plus. Last fight they said he was 165, I believe, against Regis Porges. But Devin Haney's getting better and better. I would call Devin Haney a generational fighter. But then again, this division at one time was stacked. You had Davis, Haney, Garcia. You had Rolly. You had who else is there? You had Luke Campbell. There's a few guys. Oh, Teofimo Lopez. You got Arnold Barbosa. It still is pretty stacked, but the guys are going up now. They're going up to junior welterweight. You know what I'm saying? And Regis Porges, he's lost twice, but I believe he's still there. Luke Campbell, and then the other guy, the one that the dude from Scotland. I can't think of his name right now. The one that Teofimo beat him recently. You got him. So you got a lot of guys. Then these from 130 to 140, it's really stacked. You still got the other Garcia. You got Matias. You got a lot of guys there. There should be no reason why fights can't be made at this weight class. There's a ton of dudes there to fight. And everybody wants to see the best fights. But at this point, with this division, with so many different guys that haven't fought each other yet, there's still a bunch of stuff. And I don't think Santa Cruz is out of it yet. You still got Pitbull Cruz. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys still that are hungry for the title. You know what I'm saying? Hungry for the title back and hungry to be a champion, period. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens tonight, but I honestly believe that Devin Haney's going to get the W. I'm leaning more towards a TKO or a KO than a decision, 12-round decision. But I wouldn't doubt if that happened too. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly believe, like I said, that Devin Haney, with his maturity in the ring, the heavier he gets, the more he's getting that power. And thus far, that's what he's showing. So with that being said, Big Lou's going to tap on out with this one. And we'll see what happens tonight on the fight card. Baby.